What's up guys, it's Kelly and today I've got another swatch review for you. So today I'm going to be talking about the Loud Lacquer Holiday 2021 collection, which is called Naughty Christmas. But I'm actually also going to be showing you guys their fall collection, which is called Sedona, because I didn't get a chance to review that and I really wanted to show you guys those colors because I think they're gorgeous. So I thought I would just squeeze it in at the end of this video. So we've got 8 polishes in total to talk about today and 1 bonus polish. I really want to share more Loud reviews with you guys, and this is actually something that I always struggle with because their polishes are usually 4 polish sets and I never know if I should review small collections like that or if you guys would prefer me to save it until I have 2 and then do a bigger review. So that's why I've been pretty delayed on reviewing them recently, but if you guys have a preference, definitely let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate it. But if you haven't heard of Loud Lacquer before, they are an independent nail polish brand that is based out of the US. They are vegan, meaning they do not use any animal-derived ingredients. They are cruelty-free, meaning they do not test their products on animals. And they're also listed as free AF. So they do not contain any of the potentially harmful ingredients that can be found in nail polish. So they just came out with their Naughty Christmas collection, which like I said, has 4 brand new polishes in it. So we're gonna review that first, and then we're just gonna dive into their fall 2021 collection, which is called Sedona. And honestly, I feel like these polishes are also fairly appropriate for the holidays. So I think you guys are going to enjoy them. Let's just dive right into the swatches and roll the footage. So as with all of my swatch reviews, I am going to be using base coat underneath all of my swatches just to protect my natural nail and prevent any stains. Today I am using the Cuccio base coat. So we'll start off with this first shade, Naughty List, which is a super deep gray base, almost a black, that is absolutely packed with silver micro glitters. And actually when I first saw this polish and even when I applied it, I thought it was actually a flaky instead of a micro glitter, but looking at it closely, it's definitely a hex glitter. But it's so hard to tell because it's absolutely packed. I don't know if I've ever seen this much micro glitter in one fully opaque polish. So I was just really impressed with that. It gave me perfect coverage in 2 coats. It looked absolutely gorgeous on. I totally love this color. I feel like it's a perfect New Year's color. This isn't actually part of their collection, but the shade Go To is their 1 coat black cream, and I'm using this under 2 of the other polishes in this collection. So I just wanted to take a quick little break to show you guys this one, and oh my gosh, it is really good. It's super smooth and easy to apply, and it's fully opaque in 1 coat. Moving on to the shade Ice Queen, which is a really beautiful pearlescent sheer white with a really intense purpley pink shimmer as well as a holographic sparkle running throughout, and I immediately wanted to try this one over black because I knew it would be super transformative, and oh man, I really love this combination. It totally looks like a deep spacey kind of purple color, and I really love that holographic sparkle in there as well. But I also wanted to show you guys what it looked like on its own in 1 coat. It's a really beautiful sheer finish, and it kind of just looks like your naked nails but fancier. Next up we have the shade Tree Topper, and this one actually made an appearance in my top 10 holiday 2021 polishes video because I am so in love with this micro glitter. It is a topper, as you could guess from the name, and it has a bunch of holographic micro glitters in there, including green, gold, and silver, and over black it just looks so beautiful. I really love the way that it looks over topper, and I feel like it would be so transformative over any color. But this is also a color that you can wear on its own. You will still get a tiny bit of visible nail line if you're not sponging it on, but I was able to get full coverage in 3 coats, and I actually thought it looked really cool this way. So I feel like this is a very good polish that you can use in a variety of different ways. I love toppers that you can also wear on their own because it almost feels like you're getting 2 nail polishes in 1. So definitely love this. I really love this combination, and it really does look like a tree, doesn't it? I feel like especially on its own, it looks like with the branches you can kind of see through a little bit, and that is the vibe that I'm getting. So I really enjoyed this one. The final shade in this collection is Krampus, and it's a really beautiful deep red shimmer, and I absolutely adore this one. This is the first shade that I wore, and I thought it looked so perfect as just like a classic red color, but it also feels like a fun twist on a holiday red because it's so deep. In some lightings it actually looks black. It's a very vampy kind of color, and I gotta say, I was able to get really nice coverage in 2 coats. I'm actually super frustrated with this swatch because I feel like on camera for some reason it looks like it is still patchy in 2 coats, and I wore it as a full manicure, and even on my thumbs, which occasionally need a 3rd coat, I was able to do it in 2 coats. So I'm not sure why it looks like this on camera. Maybe I pushed down too hard, but please trust me, it's a really good polish. So moving on to the Sedona collection, which is their fall 2021 collection. Just so you know, I am also going to be showing you guys a comparison of all the polishes at the end. But the first shade is called Unschooling. It's a really beautiful beige nude that has a subtle, super tiny silver sparkle running throughout. And this is another shade that I really love. I always love having a nice sparkly nude in the winter. There's something about it that just feels very elegant and festive to me. This one ended up being 3 coats for full coverage, but I don't mind that at all, especially with lighter colors. I find that sometimes I do need a little bit more coverage, and I just think this beautiful sparkle is absolutely worth it. Next, we have the shade Boondocking. I want to call this one a dusty mauve shade, and it had such a nice, super opaque formula. You can see it was pretty much a one coater on my short nails. One thing I didn't even realize in the bottle, and I didn't notice it until it was on my nails, is that it actually has a subtle coppery kind of shimmer running throughout. It doesn't look too vibrant on the nails. It almost gives the polish like kind of a heathered looking effect, like it's almost speckly looking. I think that's really interesting though. I definitely like it. Next up, we have the shade Office in the Trees, and you can definitely see why I feel like this collection, even though it is a fall collection, feels very appropriate for the winter holidays as well, because this to me just feels like such a beautiful holiday green color. I love that very cool undertone. I love how deep that color is without looking black on the nails, and I also just love the opacity of this one. This is another one that was pretty much full coverage in that first coat. Of course, I am showing you a second just so you can see what that looks like. And last but not least, we have the shade Wandering Soul, and this is a really nice navy that has an intense fuchsia shimmer running throughout. Again, it's a super opaque polish. It wasn't there in the first coat, but it did give me perfect coverage in the second. Fun fact about this one, I actually wore it when I first got it, and I wore it in a bunch of videos, and so many of you guys asked me what I was wearing in those videos because that sparkle just catches the light so nicely. So I'm glad I finally get a chance to show it to you guys. I don't know why it took me so long. I should have just swatched the fall polishes when they first came out, but I guess better late than never, right? So here are all of the shades together, the top row being the Naughty Christmas polishes and the bottom row being the Sedona polishes. I have to say, looking at all 8 of them together, I feel like this is a very believable Christmas collection, isn't it? I feel like that's the vibe that I'm getting, but I can also definitely see those bottom 4 polishes being fall shades, of course. Overall, honestly, loving them all though. But yeah, those are the polishes, and like I said, I just really enjoy this brand. I feel like every collection I try from them, I just really enjoy. I like their formulas, I like their opacity, I like the colors that they come up with. They're kind of like in between being indie style and being mainstream style. There's just something about them that's like slightly funkier than regular mainstream polishes, and I really enjoy that. So all of these polishes come in 15 milliliter bottles, and the price does vary by the color and finish, but generally they hover around $11.50 USD to $12 USD, and sometimes they do discounted bundles for their sets. So right now the Sedona collection is actually on sale for $28 USD for all 4 polishes, and I do have a discount code. You can use the code KELLI21 to get 10% off your order at Loud Lacquer. So I'm gonna list that all in the description for you guys. You can check it out if you're interested, but I'm curious to hear from you guys. What do you think of these collections? Which do you prefer? Did you end up picking any from the fall collection, or are you planning to? And what do you think of these naughty Christmas colors? Let me know in the comments. We can chat about it. If you enjoy my swatch and review videos, please give this one a thumbs up. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I put out new videos every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. Huge shout out to my Cosmic Admirals on Patreon, Amanda M, Braxton Scott, and Rocketman's daughter. I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Today's fun fact question comes from Patreon supporter Jean, and Jean wants to know, what do you do to make your home feel more holiday? I have one very big answer in my head, and that is my electric fireplace. Before I saw them in person, I wasn't a huge fan of how electric fireplaces looked, you know, like the ones with the fake fire. But as soon as I saw one in a store, I really loved the style of it. I just thought it was really cool. I live in an apartment and I am really into fireplaces, but I've never never had one before, and this is the easiest way for me to get one. So when my boyfriend first moved in, we made the decision to get an electric fireplace, and that, let me tell you, is the most holiday-ish feeling thing ever. Every time I turn it on, I feel like it's a beautiful, cozy winter day and I can just be sipping hot chocolate with marshmallows. I don't know, there's just something about it that feels very wintry and holiday-ish, and even in the middle of the summer, if I for whatever reason want to turn that on, I just feel like it gives me a holiday vibe. Maybe I should actually reframe that in my head and think about it as like a summery bonfire, but honestly, there's just something about having a fireplace that makes me feel so wintry and holiday-y. So I have to say that is definitely the number one thing. I know that's probably a weird answer, but if anybody else wants to share the way that they make their homes feel more holiday-ish, please share them in the comments. We can chat about them. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!